Well, later tonight, a November snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Green Bay Packers. Now D.D. Westbrook to return. He takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second and 4. Mon looks to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Mon going to throw it. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So, Charles, take nothing away from this young man under center, because I know people think he's got a very bright future in this league, but I have to figure the defensive coordinators love the thought of squaring off against a rookie quarterback.
And especially if they have guys they can put together a game plan with that's going to confuse, disguise a lot of coverage, make this kid think a little bit. Because in college, he's seen a lot of things. Let's not get it wrong here. But at the same time, in the NFL, you can do so much more because of the athletes you have, because of their football IQ. And don't forget, you're going to throw a couple extra rushers at him as well. See if he can handle the pressure when those guys come at him.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Now Mon. And this is going to be incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And he fires one incomplete. The veteran tight end Mercedes Lewis, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. To throw is Rodgers. throw left side complete. That's Cobb. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Throwing now is Rodgers. That's complete, and once again it's Cobb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
On second down, it's Jones. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. A check down here to Jones. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back
tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. We're scoreless after 1. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Play action. Now it's Rodgers.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Jalen Smith, the NFC's leading tackler in 2020, there on the stop defensively. Second down, they go right back to Cook.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Here's Mond. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
First down, here's the run with Cook.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Credit the tackle to Isaac Yiadom.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Here's a quick throw to Thielen. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Back to throw here.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Back to throw again. And this one is incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a first down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. On 1st down, Rodgers drops it to Jones in the flat. And running with power here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
That is caught inside the 5. And it's a Packers touchdown. Davante Adams hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Crosby with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. With it on the return now, here's Westbrook. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return, it's Taylor. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Looking deep for Adams. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And the Vikings are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. Mond's throw pulled in by Jefferson. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On 1st and 10, here's Mond. That is caught by Thielen. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. Joseph's got it. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Rodgers, slant to Adams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. The give is to Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From just shy of midfield, Rodgers caught by Cobb. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. On play action, now Rodgers. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
A give to Jones. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Here's Rodgers to throw. This is caught. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the 1st down.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays.
The touchdown. It's complete.
Robert Tonyan.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Crosby, and the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. With it on the return now, here's Westbrook.
And able to get this out to the 25.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They run it again with Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll dump this off to Cook. Oh, what a move. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. Here's Madison running on 1st down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
Mond looks to throw on first down.
Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Big Kenny Clark that time pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
2nd and 15. From the gun, here's Mond.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Vikings.
B.C. Johnson.
His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have once again taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, it's Taylor. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
Making the tackle there, the former Giant, Dalvin Tomlinson.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Rodgers now to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. It's a gain of 5. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Rodgers got to have this one. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Xavier Woods with a pick. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Running on 1st down is Cook, but he didn't find much there. Call it a gain of 3, 2nd down.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
The kick by Joseph is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now it's Rodgers. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw into the hands of Cobb.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down. Back to throw, Rodgers. He's got Lewis. Room here to run. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Open space inside the 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Aaron Jones
hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are an extra point away from taking the lead. A very important extra point there, up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. With it on the return now, here's Westbrook.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitor.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll run for it with Cook. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They try again with Cook. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Trying the power game with Ham. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow. Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, it's Taylor.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. Rodgers to throw. And that is caught. What a grab at the 8. And they are able to spike it. Cutting it close, but 2 seconds left on the clock. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. And it's caught. It's a touchdown with zeros on the clock. And an extra point will send us to OT.
Brandon, we've seen this many times before. They've got the momentum. They just scored. Go for 2 and end this thing now.
Now for the all-critical extra point. And he's got it. No problems there. The extra point up and good, and we are headed to overtime. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. On the return, it's Taylor.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
91 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. To throw, it's Rodgers. Caught, right side, it's Lewis. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 34-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Second down, another shot for Jones. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 7 yards there and a first down. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. From the 17, Rodgers. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Dalvin Tomlinson able to record his 5th sack of the season. Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up. This one swung out here to Jones. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. Rodgers going to throw. He'll find Jones again, complete. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Rodgers. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Danielle Hunter in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for Green Bay, the win for them is number 6 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the L.A. Rams. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, add another loss to the pile as they drop to 2-8 now on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.